I'm Jamie Mays, and I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus, and I just wanted to share my journey with you guys. Most people join Plexus because they want to lose some weight, and they join as a wholesale ambassador because they want to get the products cheaper. I was actually 6 months pregnant when I joined, and I was not taking the products. My husband was. I had him as my guinea pig, but I actually saw the business potential in this opportunity. I had struggled for a long time. For many years, we were broke. We were young. We had our son really young. We lived paycheck to paycheck for as long as I can remember. And there were months where we couldn't afford groceries, gosh, every month really, until payday. And then we had to like pinch pennies while we were at Walmart, making sure that we could cover the cost of our grocery bill. We never got to go on date nights. We couldn't afford a babysitter. So we were just penny pinchers. And my husband had the opportunity to become a business owner. And he went in with his best friend and they bought this company. And it was an awesome opportunity. And now, things are great. I'll just say that. But in the beginning, it's really scary. We didn't know if we were going to get a paycheck certain months because they were growing the business or they were hiring new people. And we had other mouths to feed before we could feed our own. So it was just a really scary time growing a business and not knowing what was going to happen, especially being in the oil industry. With the price of oil fluctuating so much, you just never know. So it was scary. We, made things work. But I mean, I remember one Christmas that I was just praying to God that we could find a way to have Christmas for our kids. Because there was a customer who was 90 days past due. And when you're a business owner, you're at the mercy of your customers. Like if they don't pay, then you're in a bind. So just really, really stressful. In my past, I'd done many little side jobs to try and bring in some extra income when I could. I had a crafting boutique for a while. I worked part-time at a bridal boutique, but I was working weekends. And so I was away from my family and, that was never fun. I wanted to be able to enjoy that family time. And I did other network marketing companies in my past where I was hosting parties and begging my friends to have parties for me. And I had to spend a lot of money on inventory. And I just felt like I couldn't keep my head above the water. So, I was like, okay, no more network marketing. I'm not doing this anymore. It's not worth it. I never make any money. And again, I'm away from my family on the weekends having to host parties. So when my friend Nikki started posting about Plexus, I kind of rolled my eyes like, ugh, another MLM company. And I wasn't so sure about it. And plus, I was like, really, a drink that makes you lose weight? Like, I was super skeptical. And obviously didn't know a whole lot about the company at the time, if that's really all I thought it was. But I actually saw her start losing weight, even though I didn't feel like she needed to lose weight. But she looked great. And she got some of our other friends on board, and they all started losing weight too. And then she started showing me her paychecks that were rolling in. I'm like, oh my gosh, like if this is real, like I can't afford not to try this because we were just hurting so bad that I was willing to do anything to help out. So I told her I was going to sign up, and then it was like 3 months later when I actually did, because we had to wait for my husband to get a bonus for me to be able to afford to buy a welcome pack. That's how bad it was. So I jumped in and I started sharing my friends' testimonies. I started sharing what the products were doing for my husband. And before I knew it, we were able to pay for groceries before payday. And we were able to go on date nights and pay for a babysitter and not have to stress about it. And that was so huge for us. Like, you need to have alone time with your spouse. And we weren't getting that. So the fact that we were able to go on date nights, like, that was so big for us. A few months later, I kind of caught the bug and I realized that this could be way more than a hobby. I could really, if I put in the work effort to make this succeed, I could. And My friend Nikki, she ranked Emerald in January of last year, which is the rank that I'm at currently. And I was blown away. I wasn't even silver yet, which is the first rank. That's only 3 people underneath you. I wasn't even silver yet. And I was like, oh my gosh, if she can do this, I can do this. This is my friend. I know her. Like, she's not like this network marketing guru. Like, she's a stay-at-home mom of 4 kids. And if she can do it, I can do it. So I drew my line in the sand and I decided I'm going to do this. And I did. And it has paid off. Like, we are so incredibly blessed to be a part of this opportunity, and with Plexus in general, like I'm just blown away by it. We went from not being able to afford groceries on until payday to having a 6-figure income in less than 2 years with Plexus, actually about 18 months. And I hit Emerald in March and got a free Lexus, which is insane. I traded in my Mazda for a free Lexus. Nothing wrong with a Mazda, but holy crap, talk about an upgrade. That is like the nicest car I've ever been in, and I'm just blown away that I get to drive it every day and that Plexus is paying for it. And we are getting ready to go to Maui, my husband and I, that Plexus is paying for as well. And I don't even know what to think. Like, such a huge blessing, such a huge turnaround in our lives. For a $34.95 investment. It just blows my mind. But on top of the amazing financial benefits that we've had from Plexus are the health benefits that I've had. My whole life, I thought, I'm healthy. Like, I go to the gym and work out, and I've been an athlete most of my life. So I always thought, hey, I'm pretty healthy. I don't have any, crazy health issues or anything like that. And then I started taking the drink after I had my son, because remember, I was pregnant. I started taking the pink drink and started doing some research on our products and learned all about gut health. And I remember looking at this picture that has all these symptoms of a yeast overgrowth in your body. And I was blown away with the amount of symptoms I had on that list. Me thinking I'm super healthy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I did not realize things like severe fatigue, anxiety, and depression. I don't know, sugar and carb cravings, like those things were health issues. I just did never click in my head. And so anxiety was huge for me. I was having panic attacks weekly, especially when I was pregnant with both of my boys. It was bad, and it was taking a toll on my marriage. So when I saw that, and I had just been put on antidepressants in my 3rd trimester, and when I saw that this could potentially help my anxiety, I was all in. And so I started taking our triplex, and it changed my life. I've never felt better. My kids finally have their fun mom back. I'm not the crazy anxious, no fun to be around mom. I'm not sleeping all day long like I used to. I'm not dependent on caffeine like I used to. I was addicted to sweet tea all day, every day. So those things changed for me, but the biggest thing was being able to get off of those antidepressants, because nobody wants to be medicated to get through life. And that was just huge for me. Sorry. I always get emotional when I tell that part. Because really it's not fun. It was something I didn't even want to get on in the first place. But to be able to get off of them, and it's been about 18 to almost 20 months since I've been able to get off of those antidepressants. And gosh, it's just been the biggest blessing. I lost over 30 pounds. I always forget to say that part because it's just the icing on the cake. It's amazing that I've lost the weight and I've lost pant sizes, but like that's just the small part of my journey. But yeah, I I would be lost without Plexus. I'm so glad it came into our lives. It's changed everything for us. Um, and it's such a small investment for such a huge change. So thanks for letting me share my journey with you.